Good morning. It is Thursday and welcome back to Strive. Just a reminder that today is going to be the last activity for the week. We will be back next Monday with a new activity. And don't forget that if you need bean seeds for our activity next week, tomorrow is the last day to request them. So you can get to that on our website. There is a button that says seed request under our virtual STEAM activities. Today, you are going to be making a Nerf gun target, and you can see my girls made one here behind me. This is a super fun activity that you can use a lot of time. You can play it multiple times. You can make changes. But today we're going to be making a Nerf gun target. If you don't have a Nerf gun, that's totally fine. You could use a ball. You could use aluminum foil. You could use, you could use a football. You could use a frisbee. You could use anything that could be thrown or rolled at targets. So the materials for this, you can use what you have. So we had cardboard, we had paper plates. These are little Dixie cups. You can use string or yarn if you want to hang little things that you could hit, little figurines, you could do that. So this is one that you can be as creative as you want with the supplies that you have. You could use stuffed animals, you could use like solo cups, you could set them up. You can use whatever materials that you have within your house. You'll also need a timer because our hypothesis is going to be how many times can you hit the target in 15 seconds. And then you'll of course need a paper or pencil if you are filling in our worksheet. So the first thing on your handout, your hypothesis is going to be how many times can you hit the target in 15 seconds. So 15 seconds is not a lot of time, so think about how many times you think you could use your Nerf gun to hit the target in 15 seconds, and that's going to go under your hypothesis. And then under number 2, you're going to sketch what you think it's going to look like. So my girls use some smaller Dixie cups and some bigger plates. Obviously the plates are going to be easier to hit than in the small Dixie cup. They also were using plastic spoons to hit the actual spoon part of the spoon, which would be, you'd have to be really accurate to hit that. So you're going to sketch your drawing of your target in box number 2. And then you're going to actually create your target. And so you're going to have some time to build. And moms and dads, my girls built for over an hour with this. And so they were making changes, they were adding to it, they went back and they fixed some things that weren't so easy to hit. So let them build and let them be creative because it will take up some time, and you'll probably be amazed by how much creativity they have with their Nerf gun target. And when you're finished with that, you will, under your data collection, you're going to draw a picture of your final target. So what it ended up looking like, that way you can compare it from your planning to what it looked like when you finished it. So then you're going to start your timer for 15 seconds, and you're going to count how many times you can hit the target in 15 seconds, and you're going to put that under your data collection as well, or sorry, under your results. You're going to put that under your results. So then you're going to do that a couple more times to see if you can improve in 15 seconds with how many times you can hit the target. Then for your analysis questions, the first one is, how did your average number of target hits compare to your hypothesis? So remember that your average, you're going to add up your 3 numbers. So if you hit it 10, 10, and 5, you're going to add 10, 10, and 5. And when you're done with that, then you're going to divide it by 3. So moms and dads, you might have to help with that if your kid is not doing division yet. Then the second question is, what was easier to hit, a larger target or a smaller target, and why? And what variables or factors did you have to adjust to get some good hits? So the size, the distance, how far you stood away from your target. And then when you're finished with that and you've played it, there are some extensions that are a lot of fun that we did with our target, is you could give them point values. So you see that my girls assign point values to each of them. And it could be based on difficulty. So like the smaller targets could be higher point values. They also came up with at the end, like if you scored between 100 and 200 points, you were considered a beginner, and 300 to 500 you were a master, and then 1,000 or over you were the genius, or whatever it is. You can assign levels to how many points you score. You could also do different distances. So you could say if you stand at this one, you get this many points. If you stand back here, you get more points. You also could do different heights. So you could set it up on something versus being on the ground. You could make the person sit instead of standing. So you can do a lot of extensions with this. Also, my girls use money to do tickets. So you could get 5 tickets for $5, or you could get 10 tickets for $8. So we put in kind of the math money component to it as well. So hope you guys have so much fun making your Nerf targets today. Don't forget to tag us with the hashtag SteamWithStrive. If you are posting any of your pictures with your Nerf gun targets, we would love to see them. And we hope that all of this home learning is going well and everybody stays happy and healthy. And we will see you again on Monday.